Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I would like to welcome you all for His Holiness Chandramauli Maharaj's daily online class. We were expecting Maharaj today. Apparently, he's in India, as we all know. So he hasn't joined because of other commitments. So what we are going to do is listen to Srila Prabhupada's lecture on Canto 2, verse 6, like we always do in these situations. So I would like to first of all welcome you all. Thank you all for joining. And my humble obeisances to you. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. So we will be listening to an audio recording from Srila Prabhupada on Canto 2, uh, verse number, Canto 2, Chapter 2, verse number 6. Let me know. Can everybody see my screen? Yes, let
Yes,
me.
Bhakti. Yeah, we can.
Let me just share the sound. Just a second, Mataji. Just stop sharing and do it again. Okay. So as I mentioned, is Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 2, verse number 6, given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, recorded on March 6th, 1975 in New York. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd Canto, 2nd Chapter, verse number 6. Evam Swachite Swata Eva Siddha Atma Priyo Arto Bhagavan Anantaha Tam Nivarto Niyatarto Bhajeta Sangsara Hetu Paramash Cha Yatra Evam Swachitte Swata Eva Siddha Evam Swachitte Swata Eva Siddha
Evam Sachitte Sadaeva Siddhya
Atma Priyorto Bhagavan Ananta
Atma Priyato Bhagavan Ananta
Atma Priyorto Bhagavan Ananta
Atma Priyato Bhagavan Ananta
Tam Nirvrto Niyatarto Bhajeta
Nivita Niyatartha Vajeta
Tam Nirvrto Niyatarto Bhajeta
Tam Nivita Niyatartha Vajeta
Samsara Hetu Paramascha Yatra Samsara Hetu Paramascha Yatra Evam Swachite Swata Eva Siddha
Evam Sachitte
Thus, Swachite in one's heart, in one's own heart, Swataha by his omnipotency, Eva certainly, Siddha fully represented, Atma the super soul, Priya very dear, Artaha substance, Bhagavan the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Anantaha the Eternal Unlimited, Tam unto him, Nirvartaha being detached from the world, Niyata permanent, Artaha the supreme game, Bhajeta one must worship, Samsara hetu, the cause of the conditioned state of existence. Uparamaha, cessation. Eva, cha, certainly. Yatra, in which. Thus being fixed, one must render service unto the Supersoul, situated in everyone's own heart by his omnipotency. Because he is the almighty personality of Godhead, eternal and unlimited. He is the ultimate goal of life, and by worshipping him, one can end the cause of conditioned state of existence.
Evang sachitte sataiva siddhya atma priyo artha bhagavan ananta tang nidbitu niyatartha bhajeta samsara hetu uparamascha jatra. So, last night we discussed that why one should bother about his maintenance and go to beg from a person who is very proud of his wealth. He can arrange his own living condition. The living condition is ahara nidra bhaya maithuna. So far one is in the renounced order of life, so he should first of all renounce the sex life and the state of fearfulness. That is renounced. Just like here there are many brahmacharis, sannyasis, they are supposed to be renounced order, especially the sannyasi. And vanaprastha, brahmachari, the first renunciation is to renounce sense gratification. Therefore, the person in renounced order is called Swami. Swami means master or Goswami. So, Go means senses and Swami means master. One who has become master of his senses, he is Goswami or Swami. Otherwise, if one is servant of his senses, how he can be Swami or Goswami? Every word has got meaning. So one has to renounce, this is material life. Material life means everyone is engaged for sense gratification. And that is taken as the advancement of civilization. The same sense gratification in different way, same intoxication, same meat eating, same sex life, either go to club or naked club or this club, that the practice is the same. Puna puna charbita charbana, repetition of chewing the chew. This is material life. So, renounced order means to stop, not stop, at least control sense gratification. That is renounced. And without being in renounced order, you cannot go to the spiritual world. Just like if your hand is there, you have got something which is not very good within your hand. And if you want to take something better, so you have to throw it away and take it, the better one. You cannot keep the both things. That is not possible. Therefore, what is the difference between material life and spiritual life? Material life means simply full of problems. Every step. Padanga padanga jada vipadang. Simply dangerous. We are riding very nicely, comfortably in a Cadillac car or better car. But we are riding on danger. That's all. We are driving, any moment the car may be smashed, especially in your country. Any moment. So shall I sit down at home? No. At home also there may be so many dangers. We are in dangers. Simply we are trying to counteract it. That is called advancement of civilization. The animals, they depend on nature's protection, but we are human beings, we are utilizing our higher consciousness, higher intelligence, the same thing. Russia is manufacturing what is called weapon, the atom bomb, so nuclear, yes. And America is also trying to. And the cat and dog, they are trying to protect by their nails and teeth. So the real question is defense. So the defense is, it is not that because we have got better life than the cats and dogs, we haven't got to defend. We have to defend. This is, but in a better way. Not better way, after all we have to die. So anyway, we think that is a better way of defense. So material life means only busy in four things: how to eat, how to sleep, and how to have nice sex, and how to defend. Ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha shamannametat pasubhi narana. But these things are not solving our problems. That we do not understand. The problems are there. Not that we Indians have come to America to see that a very rich nation, whether they have solved their problems. No, there are problems. More problems than India. India may have only one problem, that there is, actually there is no, but we are advertised that Indians are starving. But I have not seen anyone starving. Anyway, so the problem is there. The material life means problem. And if you want to solve the problem, then here is the prescription given. Tang nivita niyatartha bhajita. Tang means the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then the question may be, now you have asked me to give up all endeavor for maintaining yourself. Sukadeva Goswami, you have prescribed that for your food you just wait under a tree and he will give you some fruits you can eat. For water, you go to the river and drink as much water as you like. Then, before the verse, he said, for sleeping, there is very nice mattress in the grass. It would require a pillow. Now you have got natural pillow, this. You have got your hand. You lie down. So, aharo nidra bhayamaithunancha. But if you want to advance in spiritual life, simply you have to give up this sense gratification, and the essence of sense gratification is sex life. Otherwise, there is full arrangement for your eating, sleeping, compartment, apartment, everything is there. Temple also there you have got. Where is the temple? I want to worship God. Where is church? Where is temple? If I live in the cave, then I have to find out another means to go to the temple. Therefore, Sukdev Goswami advises, no, evang sachitte sataiva siddha. Here within the core of your heart, the Lord is there. You sit down anywhere, in the cave, in the jungle, or anywhere. If you like, you can find out the Lord is there within your heart. Ishara sarvabhutanam riddesi arjuna tishtati. Krishna says that the Supreme Lord, that means He is situated in everyone's heart. If we are sincere, we mean these living entities. We are also living within this body. Asmin dehi, dehi na asmin dehi. We are not this body. I am, you are. We are also situated within this body. And Krishna is also situated within this body. Ishara sarvabhutanam riddesi. It is not that He is situated in the heart of the Hindus and not of the others. No. Everyone, sarvabhutanam, He is situated even in the heart of cats and dogs and tigers and others, everyone. That is Ishvara. Ishvara sarvabhutanam riddesi. This verse we have repeatedly discussed. It is very, very important that this body is just like a motor car. Jantra. Maya, Brahman, Sarvabhutani, Jantra Rurhani Maya. Maya, through the agency of Maya, material energy, this vehicle, machine has been given to me. Why? Because I wanted to wander throughout the universe, just like they are going to the moon planet. So everyone has got, this is called philosophical ideas. Everyone, every human being, if he is at all human being, he considers, that is philosophical mind, he considers, oh, there are so many stars, what they are doing, how many men are there, whether there is motor car, whether there is hill, ocean. These questions automatically come to an intelligent man. That is the beginning of philosophy. Natural. So actually, that is the fact. We are traveling all over the universe. Not only that we have come to this planet, we have traveled many other planets. Otherwise, how Krishna says, Brahman, wandering, Sarva Bhutani, all living entities, either in the higher planetary system or this lower planetary system. And how he is traveling? Jantra Rurani. This jantra, this body, is given body. Now if I want to go to the moon planet and other higher planet, yes, you get. But not this jantra, your so-called tiny Sputnik. No. You have to take the jantra, the car, the vehicle from Krishna. He'll give you, if you want. If you are serious, that if you want to go to the moon planet, then you pray to Krishna that give me a jantra or a machine, I can go to the moon planet. Then you can go. Otherwise, you will unnecessarily spend money and try to go somewhere and bring some dust, and you will say, now we are triumphant. That's all. But if you want to go there seriously, then you have to prepare yourself in this life. Pray to the Supreme Lord who has created all this moon and sun and other and this planet. and he will make you befitting, qualified to go there. You cannot go to the sun planet. It is very, very hot, high temperature. Similarly, it is very, very cold in the moon planet. So how you can go with this body? This body means this machine. Then you have to accept another machine. That is the process. That is the process. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Janti deva brata deva pitrin janti pitri brataha bhute ja janti bhutani majjajino pi janti mam. Everything is clearly stated there. That if you want to go to the heavenly planets or higher planetary system, they are in front of you. You can see them, that the sun planet is there, but you are so unqualified, you cannot go there. But the thing is there. It is not fictitious. The temperature here, the Shastra description, Jat chakshuri savita sakala grahana. Savita means the sun. He is the eye of all the planets. Because without sunshine you cannot see. You are very much proud of your eyes. But as soon as there is no sun, then you are blind. Therefore, Jat chakshuri savita sakala grahana. Of all the planets, unless there is sunrise, you cannot see. And the sun planet is there in front of you. Every morning you are getting the sunshine. Why don't you go there? Go, you have got nice 747. That you cannot. Then you have to pray. Ishvara, Krishna is within your heart. And if you fervently pray, he is very kind. Therefore he gives you different types of vehicle. Brahmayan sarva bhutani jantrarudhani maya. Brahmayan means making him wandering in every planet, in every species of life. Sarva bhutani, all species of life. There are different types of birds, different types of beasts, different types of human beings. This is called vichitra, varieties. God's creation is varieties. So, if you want to go somewhere within this material world or beyond this material world, beyond this material, parastatsmat bhava anya bhakta bhaktya sanatana. Krishna giving you the information that there is another material nature, that is spiritual nature. Just like we have got this experience, although we could not go anywhere, but we see, or studying geography, that there are many, many hundred thousands and millions of planets. Similarly, there is another nature. There are also similarly the same, not only same, it is 3 times more than in this material world. This is only God's one part of creation. Ekangshena sthitu jagat. Athava bahunaitina kingyatina tavarjuna vishtabha aham idam krishnam ekangshena sthitu jagat. When Krishna wanted to know, Arjuna wanted to know from Krishna how much your potency is extended, how you are working, I want to know. Because he is inquisitive, Brahma Jignasa, he is trying to understand what is God. And God is personally replying. So he has stated in that chapter that I am this amongst this. I am this amongst this. I am this. Then he summarizes that how much I shall say, just try to understand me, my potency. That this material world, there are innumerable universes, And each universe there are innumerable planets. So I want in every one of them, Vishtambha, Aham, Idam, Krishnam, all of them, and I maintain. Just like Krishna is situated in everyone's heart, then similarly Krishna is situated in everything, even within the atom. That is Krishna. We want to imitate Krishna, but if we are asked that you enter into the atom, that I cannot. No. Krishna, God means he can be become that the greater than the greatest. We can conceive of the greatest, the universe. So, not only this universe, but many millions of universes, they are being created from the wholes of his bodily hair. Jashaika nishasita kala mathavalamba jivanti loma bilaja jagadanna natha. That is God. We have got many millions of holes on our body. Only God has got Mahavishnu, and from that hole, universes are coming out continually, breathing. Jasyaika nishasita kala. So you must have what is the conception of God. Greater than the greatest and smaller than the smallest. That is God. He can produce these big universes simply by breathing. And again, we do not know how many atoms are there in each universe. He can enter in each atom. Annantarasthang paramanu chayantarasthang ekapasau rachayatam jagadanna koti jachaktirasti jagadanna chayajadantang annantarasthang paramanu chayantarasthang govindamadi purisam tamaham. This is the conception of God. So, here the proposal is that we are suffering in this material world. We are simply thinking that in future we shall be happy if I do like this. But before that future comes, we become finished. This is our position. Not only once, but many times. Still I wear happening. Just like the so-called scientists, millions of years gap, and then this will be happening, this will be happening. No, these are all nonsense. I don't know how your age is 50 or 60 years, how you are consuming of millions of years. Your 50, 60 years of age will be millions times finished before you realize the truth. But the so-called scientists, they are thinking, no, this 50, 60 years is large extent of span of life. In that way, you cannot understand. That is not possible. Chiranga vichinnan. If you speculate in the foolish way for chirang, eternally, still you cannot understand. Chiranga vichinnan. Athapiti devo padambujadnam prasaduli sanugrihita evahi janati tattam bhagavat mahimna nacharna ekopi chiranga vichinna. Chirang means eternally. If you speculate to understand God by your teeny brain and limited sense perception, it will be not. To take the prescription of the Shastra, if you want, the first is that you must give up material attachment. Nirvita. Material attachment, so long I will be attracted by material things, Krishna will give me a relative body. Tatha dhyandara prapti. If we want this temporary material enjoyment, then according to the body there is enjoyment. In the ant's life there is also the same thing, eating, sleeping, sex and defense. And in the Lord Indra's or the King Indra, the heavenly king, he has all the same propensity, eating, sleeping, mating and defense. So if you go to the moon planet or sun planet or the topmost planets, wherever you go, the four things will follow. Eating, sleeping, mating, defense, and birth, death, old age and disease. So long we shall remain in this material world. I may be Lord Indra, Lord Brahma, or President of America, or this or that. You cannot avoid these four things. That is material existence. That is the problem. But if you want to solve the problem, then this is the process giving. Nivrito. Annavilasita sunnam. Don't aspire for material enjoyment. Enjoyment is there. Don't think that if I stop my material enjoyment, then my life of enjoyment is finished. No, it is not finished. Just like a diseased man, he is also eating, he is also sleeping, he is also having other duties. But that he is eating, sleeping, and a healthy man's eating, sleeping is not the same thing. Similarly, our material enjoyment, the eating, sleeping, mating, defense, that is with full of dangers. We cannot enjoy it without any hindrance. There are so many hindrances. That if we want that uninterrupted happiness, happiness is there. It's like a diseased man. He is also eating, and the healthy man is eating. But he is having bitter taste. A man with jaundice, if you give him sugar candy, his taste is bitter. That's a fact. But the same person who is cured from the jaundice disease, he'll taste it very sweet. Similarly, in the material condition of life, there are so many inabilities. We cannot enjoy life fully. If you want full enjoyment of life, then you must come to the spiritual platform. Dukkhalayam asasatam. This material world has been described in the Bhagavad Gita that this is dukkhalayam. It is the place of miseries. That if you say, no, I have made arrangement, I have got now nice bank balance, my wife is very nice, my children are also very nice, so I don't mind, I shall remain in the material world. Krishna says, asasatam. No, sir, you cannot live here. You will be kicked out. Dukkhalayam asasatam. If you agree to stay here in this miserable condition of life, that is also not allowed. No permanent settlement. Tatha dehantara prapti. So these problems, where is the scientist? They are discussing about these problems. But the problems are there. Who wants to give up whatever family he has got? Everyone has got family. But nobody wants to give up his family. But by force he is taken up. The man is crying. I am now going. I am now dying. What will happen to my wife, my children? He is forced. You must get out. So this is the problem. So where is the solution of the problem? There is no solution of the problem. If you want solution of the problem, then Krishna says, Mam upeta kauntiya dukkhalayam sasatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramangata. If one comes to me, Mam upeta, then he hasn't got come to again in this material world full of miseries. So, here Sukadeva Goswami is suggesting that you become devotee. Your all problems will be solved. He is prescribing here, evang sachitte sataiva siddhya. You don't have to find out where is God. God is there within your heart. Sataiva. How he has come? Sataiva. He is so kind that he is, by his own nature, by his habit, he is accompanying you as friend just to save you. Just to save you. You are rotting in this material world, and Krishna, God, is within your heart, just to looking forward when you will say, Krishna, now I have finished my business, please save me. He's simply waiting. And he says, Sarvadharman Parityajya, you rascal, you are simply suffering. You give up all this nonsense engagement, you surrender unto me, I shall give you protection. Krishna is opportunities. He is looking after the opportunity when after thoroughly being experienced that your so-called material life hasn't given you any comfort at any moment. Now you surrender unto the Supreme Lord. That opportunity is, therefore he comes just to offer. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya. Those who are little advanced, Krishna gives him instruction. Oh, you are very nice. All right. Satatang kirtan tangamam jatantasya dhirabrata. 24 hours chant about me. Satatang kirtan tangamam. Satatang. Satatang means always. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says, Kirtaniya sadahari. So this is the opportunity to make solution of all the problems. Bhajatam. Here it is bhajeta. Bhaja. This is Sanskrit word. The root meaning is to serve. Bhajeta. How bhajeta? Tang nirvita niyatartha bhajeta. You become relieved from all these so-called material duties. Nirvita. Nirvita, niyatartha. Niyatartha. That is your permanent duty. Artha means the aim of life or the achievement. Niyata. That is your real purpose of life. Real purpose of means that you are part and parcel of God. And He is waiting. When you give up service, your manufactured service, and come to this service of Krishna consciousness, devotional service, then what will be the result? Sangasara hetu uparamascha. This material life began because you did not like to serve Krishna. Samsara. Samsara means this material life. Samsara dava nalalira loka. Tranaya karunna guna gana ganatyam. So it is the spiritual master's duty, Sukadeva Goswami. They inform this, that you are suffering in this material world. So, because he wanted to be relieved from this suffering, so here is the message. Here is the message. Satatang kirtan tama. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that enechi ausadha maya nasibaro lagi. This maya, this illusion, you want to get relief from this illusion, so I have brought medicine for it. Enechi ausadhi. Ausadhi means medicine. Enechi I brought. Enechi ausadhi maya nasibaro, to drive away this maya. What is that? Harinama Mahamantra Lahotumi Magi. Magi, he voluntarily take it. He doesn't force. That is not good. It is not force. So this Krishna consciousness movement means on behalf of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are canvassing from door to door. My dear sir, you are very intelligent, but you are suffering always. Take this medicine, chant Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, the devotees. That was a very wonderful, insightful, thoughtful lecture by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. I would encourage we can follow the same format that we normally do during our lectures when Chandramauli Maharaj is here to see if we can open up for any Q&A. Any thoughts, any points in the Srila Prabhupada's purport that made really impact that you want to discuss, we can open up the forum for discussions and question and answers. I would just like to request if you can turn on your cameras. If you can, we can make this session a little bit more interactive, if that's possible on your end. So any thoughts, anything that struck out which you would like to share from Srila Prabhupada's purports? I mean, one thing that, Prabhupada keeps on saying, was mentioning about what is our real purpose and real goal in life. And it's quite so interesting that Srila Prabhupada and many senior devotees, and Srila Prabhupada throughout all his books, he mentions this to home into, to become aware of our real purpose of life and real goal of life and real duties of our human life. And so it's so important because as conditioned souls as I am, I try to get diverted with many other things. So it's quite so nice that Prabhupada is reminding us in many, many ways, about how to approach this topic. Kanchan Abja Prabhu, do you have any? Sorry, I'm just calling out names here, but anything that you would like to share? Anything that you would like to comment? That would be appreciated. You're on mute if you are talking. Scarlett Mataji, you have raised your hands.
Yes, Hare Krishna. I'm so
Yes.
sorry that I talk a little strange. It's because I have been through surgery. That's why I wish you hear me and I'm clearly in what I want to say. I have some question in my head. That's because it's combination with that I listen to Srila Prabhupada's lecture in the morning. That was on Srimad Bhagavatam 1 to 33. But then I also read a book that called Tattva Samhat.
Okay.
And today's and now's lecture, it makes me wonder. I get that Maya is devotee to Lord Krishna and has the role to do what she do or what it do, to make us to understand, go back. But what I don't understand is, I don't understand yet that there are other situations that we are getting affected by, or disturbed by, or get obstacle by. It's these planetary lords like Shani, like Mangala, and so on, Shukracharya, and so on. So is their role the same as Maya? Does they work together to do this?
Oh, very wonderful question, Mataji. So Mataji's question is just rephrasing it. Mataji is saying that Maya's role is as the energy of Krishna to keep us illusioned in the material world. But then there are other demigods as well, and then like Shani and all the other planets as well, which sometimes are known to inflict disturbing situations in your life as well. So are they the same role acting as? So does anybody wants to comment on this wonderful question by Mataji? Any thoughts? We're all on the same platform, so we can all share our comments and thoughts about this. I mean, yes, Prabhuji, you raised your hand, so please you can go and share your thoughts.
Hare Krishna, everyone. I think you filled our time very usefully by giving this recording or lecture of Srila Prabhupada. So much there to take. But I'm not truly qualified to, let's say, comment on the question, but I do understand that Maya is truly Krishna's energy, and its purpose is to dissuade you or take you away from the path. So we have to overcome Maya, and as Prabhupada mentions that there are 4 activities: eating, sleeping, mating, defending, going on everywhere, in all planets, all universes. So it seems these things are everywhere, including Maya. And the way to overcome is really to control our sense gratification. Easy said than done. But I think we have to make efforts. And if I give my own example, in the younger age, in the good times, you think your role is to work, provide for the family, eat, drink, and be merry. It's only when Krishna consciousness was accessible to me late, but I still feel it's never too late, and enjoyed life. But when the things start to sink in, when you do courses, you listen, you associate, you read, you listen, all these things help you then to start to curb your desires, sense gratification. And I think with age comes the maturity to ease and to try and control senses by giving up something to gain something. So Maya is there, but we have to try and overcome the influence of Maya through giving up things, austerity. I feel this is what I can contribute, and it's by own example, and gradually I gave up things, and it's still a long way to go, still learning, but this is how I understand it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. No, this is wonderful. Thank you for your realization, sharing your practical example. Because, as you say, you are sharing from experience, and that's a very relevant thing. So thank you very much. Anybody else who would like to comment?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Oh, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes.
Please accept my humble obeisances, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Guru Dev. Um, you know, just as the devotees say, just not qualified to speak on the platform of, what Maya exactly is, but just hearing Prabhuji talk, I was thinking about um we had a senior devotee come to our temple last year for a deity installation. Um, and we were talking about the recognition we have for the Lord, the recognition we give to the Archer Vigraha form. And I was just thinking, how can we apply recognition for the Lord even within Maya? We know that Maya is a great agent of the Lord. And for whatever reason, Prabhuji, just hearing the devotees' thoughts, I was immediately thinking of um, Mother Devaki. Mother Devaki, prayed to have the Lord, and in her past life, she was the mother of the Lord. But for whatever reason, whatever illusory covering she had, she didn't know until she gave birth to the Lord in the form of Krishna, and Krishna explained to her, you were my mother time and time again. You just didn't have that that recognition to understand. So just looking for your clarity on that thought, Prabhuji.
Uh, so if you can repeat the last bit, Prabhu, just to the example from Devaki, Prabhuji.
Yeah, just thinking, sometimes like Prabhupada's saying, these are my children, this is my wife, this is my job, this is I'm doing so nicely in material life, this is all goodness. But if we're not seeing it all as Krishna's, then
Mhm.
it's not Krishna consciousness. And then you know the example of Devaki, not to limit that because it's so, as we understand, unexplainable. But Mother Devaki, she, by the third time she had a child, she gave birth to Krishna. But, in her past lives before Devaki, Krishna explains to her, you did have me before, you just didn't have that understanding to see that it was me coming before you in the form of your child in these previous lives. So, it just has me thinking, in our previous lives, maybe we succumb to Maya, but now in Krishna consciousness, and we have Prabhupada's teachings, we're at least able to appreciate Maya. We say don't follow the artist, but you can appreciate the art and the energy that Krishna has provided for them. So that was just the thought that
Yeah,
I
no,
had.
I think
So
it's a very wonderful insight because yes, you are saying how can we appreciate it, right? So because through Prabhupada's books, through instructions, through senior devotees' blessings, Guru's blessings, at least we can appreciate the power of Maya. Like Chandramauli Maharaj always says that we need to keep a healthy fear of Maya, which means appreciating what she is, what we are, what Krishna is, and what we need to be cautious of. So that fear, healthy fear of Maya, and that appreciation keeps us very well aligned because we need to do that. But also, as you said, if you are also appreciating the tribulations that comes through us, because in the end it's because of our own suffering. So Mataji, your question, or your initial question was regarding there are other lord of the other planets, for example, Rahu and Shani, who can have and does have detrimental impact on our lives, and that's true. But then they are agents appointed to do certain things for in our lives as well. So according, with Maya is illusion of our forgetfulness, and then in that forgetfulness state we are suffering as well due to our past karmas. So it's all a combination of those planetary lords acting on behalf of the Supreme Lord Krishna, along with Maya, which is imposing forgetfulness. And that's why we need to be, I mean, again, I'm not qualified, but I'm just was hearing Maharaj speak many times about do we need keep to have a healthy fear of Maya. More importantly, as you see, Prabhupada is hammering down one point, which is surrender to Krishna. We have to turn to our eternal Lord. We have got, I mean, Prabhupada writes, so his use of vocabulary is so amazing. He's saying that we have manufactured many roles in our lives. Rather, we need to go back to our original role as a servitor of Lord Krishna. And the other point which Prabhupada also mentioned, which is very nice, is about, Lord is within our heart. We need to appreciate that, because sometimes we think, oh, we are far away from the temple. I cannot see the Lord. Yes, visiting the temple is always beneficial, always recommended. But if you're not there and you can't do so, we shouldn't take this as an excuse of not being able to be appreciating the Lord's presence. It's difficult. As I said, unless you realize, you won't feel the presence of the Lord, but on a theoretical level, at least we can appreciate that. So that was also a very nice point I thought Prabhupada was making in the purport. So thank you, Prabhuji, sharing your realization. Scarlett Mataji, does that answer, from our limited knowledge, does that answer your question?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So thank you all for, we are approaching the time and past the hour, or just the hour. So if there's no further questions, comment, I would sincerely like to thank you all for participating today and hearing Srila Prabhupada and sharing your thoughts. So thank you very much.
Prabhuji,
Thank you very much.
Oh, yes, you have something to say. Sorry, Bal
Yeah.
Prabhu.
No, I just wanted to say I came very late to the party, which usually I do, unfortunately. So if you can please post that lecture in the
Yes.
WhatsApp.
Yes,
Thank
we will. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for a wonderful. Thank you.
We take your leave.
Thank you very much for today. Yes.
Kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Vaishnava
Granthāraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta
Jai.
Vrinda ki jai.
Hare Krishna.